Hello YouTube, this is Dakota from Bowtied Media, and today we've got a brand new reaction to a new EP, Carry the Fire by Bensley, Justin Hawkes, and Kumarion. A huge triple collab of producers here in the DnB scene, primarily dance floor, drum and bass, from these three in the past, and I was really excited. I saw the Carry the Fire track come out last week, and now this 4-track EP came out this week, and this was indeed the one voted on by the Bowtied gang, the channel members here, for the reaction video. So if you want to have a part in what videos come out each week, you can join channel membership today. But yeah, let's hop into it. I am super excited for this. I love all of these producers, and I think their DnB is just another level above a lot of other DnB producers out there. So let's hop into this, though. 4-track EP. We are starting with Supernova. Here we go. Big girthy bass line. Damn, okay, I'm impressed with the first run of this already. This is pretty sweet. This is what I was expecting. This is the style DnB I was wanting and expecting. A little more relaxed in the second half here. There's not much of a change up from the first, which is fine. Okay, that was Supernova, the first track, and that is what I expected in a good way. That was what I wanted to hear. That's what I expected we were gonna get. And that's what we got. Some just hard-hitting, big, girthy bass line from a drum and bass style track that just kind of goes. That's kind of what Bensley and Kumarion more so. Justin Hawkes a little bit more liquid, I think, here and there. But there's kind of just like this really just heavy dance style of drum and bass that's meant for the dance floor, which is why it's called dance floor drum and bass. It's just this very driving beat, this like constant energy maker, energy mover, and just get you moving. And that one got me moving. So I'm excited for the rest of the EP at this point, and so we'll give an overall review at the end. But also, they clearly found some sweet spot in like the 3 and a bit minutes of a track, because all these tracks are just 3 and a bit minutes. So with that, let's move on to the title track. This is Carry the Fire, which I already heard because it was out last week, but we will indeed give this another listen through. So here we go. This is Carry the Fire. Oh, I forgot about the Stutterson. This build sounds a lot like a house or trance style song, but then you got those drums. If it wasn't for those kicks, this sounds like very like progressive trance-ish. Okay, Carry the Fire. Yeah, this was, I will share my opinions that I had on this the first run last week on This Week in EDM. But yeah, I felt like this track was just a very like serviceable, good track, but nothing that blew me out of the water. Like I like Supernova, I think, way more than Carry the Fire. Carry the Fire feels more like a generic-ish drum and bass track, which again isn't a bad thing. And for these producers, a generic track is generally pretty good. But I just felt like there was, I don't know, just something that could have been a little bit more, a little more oomph, a little more just something to it. And yeah, I don't know. That was my general thought on this. And I think I still share that opinion, again, a couple more listens through. I enjoy the tune, and I think it's a good maybe tone setter for the rest of the EP. We'll see what the other ones sound like, these two after. But yeah, I just think that there could have been, I don't know, something a little bit more. Again, still like the track though, so I think it's great. So let's hop into the next one, though. This is I'm Losing My Mind. Let's see if this is more like Supernova or more like Carry the Fire. Here we go. This is I'm Losing My Mind. Oh. Deep, dark kick. Getting closer and closer. Nasty. Got some hints of neurofunk, some hints of drum step, like. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. I'm digging this. We're gonna get that distant kick here coming again too. Yep. The long, dark build, you see it coming. It's like there's a monster lurking around. It's very Amanu right here. Oh, okay. Oh, and this kind of like calm piano outro. Maybe you're not losing your mind. Okay, I'm Losing My Mind. That is my, I think, favorite track of them so far. Pretty close to Supernova. It was just a hint of like a little bit of everything here and there. All the kind of surrounding subgenres or styles of DnB, that they were all kind of a little present here. You got some drum step in there, some halftime, some neurofunk. Like there's a little bit of everything there in this one, and I quite enjoyed that. I thought that was a nice little tune. That's more of what I expected the majority of the track list to be, and it is so far 2/3 of this like very more explosive kind of grander DnB style. That is also, it's hard hitting, and yeah, I just loved how like dense some of the instrumentation there was. The kick drum, like that really distant, like, you get it closer and closer and closer. The sense of like incoming dread, even. So that was a fun one. I really enjoyed that quite a bit. But we're not done yet, as we've got our final track of the EP, Sell My Soul, the longest one too, at 3:51. I wonder if we're gonna get a different song structure on this. It's not the typical like verse or intro into verse into drop into bridge into verse into drop, and we'll see. Here we go. This is Sell My Soul. Okay, we're doing the same kind of build that we did last time. Oh. like sporadic and a little all over the place, but it works. Oh, it's like this weird like swing beat in. Was it doing that the whole time, or did it just like kind of swing into motion at the end there? Okay, where are we going round 2 here? I think it's gonna be an extended longer drop too. We'll see. Okay, we are just doing a standard structure on this with just a longer outro, I'm assuming? Yeah, this gives me a longer outro. Okay. Kind of gives it full circle with that Supernova vocal. Okay. Fun little holistic project. But first of all, let's talk about Sell My Soul. Yeah, that was another just bangers track. That one went off in a different way than we were used to with the other ones. More, less of like a bassline focus and more of like the higher parts of like a drum kit here of the rim shots and snares and hi-hats and just playing around more with the lighter tones of drum and bass that is quite prevalent here and there. And so I like that in switch up stylistically because we had like 2.5 or heavier, just like more dense tracks, and then kind of ending on this like pseudo high note because it has this like high instrumentation. It has this like really nice bright sounds with the very intense fast-paced speed of that DnB normally has, but then also pairing that with like these really random sporadic movements here and there, this bass line, this synth sustain, this like crushing other synth or something like that. It just like one like just like all back and forth, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like it's not quite whiplash, but it's like being tossed, like it's like, oh look here, this fun thing, oh look here at this fun thing, oh look here at this fun thing. And I really enjoyed it. Another track that I thought was really solid. And so holistically, what do I think of the EP? I think it's great. I think it's super fun. If I had one gripe with it, I don't know what it is, and maybe it's I'm too vanilla with this kind of stuff, but I love when triple collabs come together and they do like the pure, like pretty standard backing track, and then one producer gets the first drop, another producer gets the second drop, another producer gets the third drop. I love when they do that. I love when it just comes together and artists do that kind of fun style of just like, oh, this is my turn, your turn, and then your turn. And I don't know. I just think it adds an energy, and you kind of get to a feel for each of the artists, like what they bring to their own production elements. Like I think if we had a song like that here, we would be able to hear more like, oh, this part is this is more Bensley, oh, this is more Justin, this is more Kumarion. Like you get a sense for where each of them bring their own element to the production. And so I understand that. I also understand not doing that because then it makes it feel like a more holistic, a more put together, cohesive project. And so I understand that aspect of it as well. I think. Yeah, so let me just say this first off, like for sure. Great songs. I think the tracks are great. I think these are really fun. I think this is like top tier DnB. I don't know if these are like some of my favorite of all time tracks, but they're still like really solid stuff that I would listen to. I don't listen to a ton of DnB, and this is stuff that I would be like, yes, this is my jam. This is what I'm grooving with. I do think though, like they could have mixed up the formula a little bit. All 4 of the tracks did follow the same formula of intro into build into first drop into like mini bridge and then build and second drop and then outro. Like we got the same formula for 4 tracks in a row, even though they were different tonally and even like speed wise. And so it's maybe not a huge gripe, but it is like I would have wished we had a little bit more just structural creativity more throughout. And I know these guys can. I know they do some really stellar stuff that is more out there and stylistically and structurally. And so, I don't know, I was just maybe missing a little bit more of that X factor that I know these artists can bring individually. I know that is a huge thing though, when you're trying to get 3 people or 3 or more people or even 2 or more people in a room together, of just how creative differences flow in different production styles and all that kind of stuff. I know that can be a huge task. And so, I enjoyed it. I thought it maybe could have had a little bit more oomph to it, a little more rah to it, which is fine. I still enjoyed it nonetheless. So let me know what you guys think of this EP, Carry the Fire, in the comment section below. But yeah, other than that, I'm Dakota from Bowtied Media, and I'll see you guys in another video.